Hello and welcome. This is Theresa, and it is a windy day in Yuma, Arizona. But I'm hunkered down and in my craft room and ready to participate in the 50 Stack Challenge 7. Today's prompts are hole punch and tag. To kick this off, I'm going to reach over and get my scraps. And I could have sworn there was a black scrap in here. Yes, there it is. I wanted that. I did some scrap busting yesterday doing neutral clusters, and as a result I've made a lot of room in my scrap bag. That really made me happy. Well, another thing that I did was I sewed some of the bigger pieces together. Not quite sure what I'm gonna do with this, but it's a element in process. And I'll either end up using it or tossing it. That's all there is to it. So I'm starting with hole punch. And I want it black because I want the little holes that I punch out to represent snow. And I'm going to use two different sized hole punches because snow is not always the same size. So I hope everybody's doing well today. I'm having some problems with my thumb this morning. It's a numb like discomfort in here. So far I've done my therapy with my acrylic massage tool and put on some doTERRA, what's it called? Can't remember. It's doTERRA lotion that has yummy muscle relaxing stuff in it. And then it was still bothering me, so I put on a lanacane patch. I'm just going to punch little holes all around this black. So this is going to be like the black of night with snow. So December 1 is here. It's going to be a busy day for me. It's the first of the month, so the first of the month is always busy. Are you cold, Zippy? Oh, somebody's car alarm went off. Welcome, Zippy. Oops, sounds like that was our car alarm. That's funny, because I just heard my husband start the truck. But it sounds like it's cold where you're at, Zippy. Alright, that's enough hole punching. What am I looking for? I am looking for this. This is my brand new altered book. It's upside down. That I've had this book for about months, I don't know. And I was planning on doing something with it. I hadn't quite decided what to do with it yet. And it was kind of a mess. So I took it off the shelf and said, okay, I'm going to do something with you. And I started to do something with another book here. And then I had a bunch of the original books, pages, and they were just like, for some reason I had some idea to just make them short pages. So I finally figured out what I think I had planned, and I took some of my Christmas digitals and put them on the edge to extend the page out. And then I turned it into my neutral cluster bases. So this was another part of my scrap busting, is that I put together some scraps. I collaged some scraps onto, so I had big scrap pieces like this. And then I collaged over it with like neutral pieces. Like this one is very white right there. So I thought I would put this piece, and you're in Texas. Yeah, I did see that Texas had some cold weather coming in. Are you near the DFW area? So yeah, I think I'm going to put that on there. Where's my glue? Yeah. Okay, so I don't want to glue over that staple. That staple's just there to hold the cluster in until I'm ready to use it. There we go. And now I thought I might... Hi, April. Welcome. You got in your zone again last night, April. So I thought I might see what it would be like to use this white pen a little bit with this. Okay, where it's already white there, I'm not going to worry about that. Okay, and I don't think I can get these little spots, maybe. Anyways, first of the month, so it's busy for me, especially for December, because December starts. Yay! April, have you gone to look at the video yet? I saw it was up for Louisa. Okay, so then now that I've got my snow on there, I was going to put it back in the book, but not yet. I'm not done. Kind of rushing because I did, and I organized my dies and emboss folders before bed. You are on a roll. Yeah, I haven't yet either. To make myself not feel too guilty, I reconciled an account and did a trust account balance report real quick for one of my clients, and of course ran my billing, because my billing is on the 1st of the month and the 15th of the month, so that's always a good thing. So I'm going to streamline this cluster and just put on a Tim Holtz layer for now. Oh, that's pretty. Snow and a poinsettia. Don't need anything more than that. Oh, one more thing, actually. Let me see. Right here. Right here. Put that right there. Oh, yes. Yes. I like it. I love it. And then December, so I've got to go watch the video. And then another collaboration that I'm participating in is Terry's Crafty Christmas. So I might watch some of those videos as I go back to work, because I can put the video on one. I've got 3 screens, so I can put a video on one screen and do my work on the other 2 screens. Youch. And I need to go take some ibuprofen for this pain in my thumb. I think it's starting to dissipate though. I'm almost positive it's from pinched nerves. I just need to do my therapy, doggone it. Quit being so lazy. But the problem is, for my shoulder therapy, for the most part, I need my husband to do it, because I can't. Both shoulders are sore and have range of motion problems, so I can't do my shoulder therapy. I'll show you, for anybody who might be interested in this sort of thing. Where'd it go? Oh, wait a minute. I'll be right back. So I have this device right here. Has a handle, and it has big curves and little curve. And I use a lotion. Any kind of lotion is okay. I think I had like a potassium lotion last time when I did this. And I just used it, so it's got water drops all over it from washing it. But you put the lotion on your arm or wherever you want to do it, and then all depending on what size the part of your body is, like this is a smaller size, I would use the smaller curve. And what it does is it breaks up the fascia in there. And man, this thing is a miracle worker if you use it. I spent a lot of money for that, and it was worth every penny for my frozen shoulder. So anyways, something like that is really good for breaking that fascia up, and you know, can often prevent you from having to have surgery. I love the way that looks. I definitely do love the way that looks. Oh, that thing was wet and it dripped water on there. I was like, how did I get that result right there? Because I really like it. So I hope it dries like that. That would be cool. So now I have a completed, you know, I'm calling these clusters, but I think it needs some more stuff to be, it's a cluster. It's more of a collage. Oh well, I don't have to fret about what I'm calling it. But that is my hole punch piece. So we'll keep that in my cluster book because I'm not ready to do anything with it. But I was doing this when I was watching April's live stream last night. So put this to the side, and now I'm going to find a tag base. Let's see, tag base. Let's get into my this is my junk drawer. So I need something firm like this, and I need something actually, maybe I'll make that. I'm doing something that I've done before, but I'm doing it a little bit differently. So I have to stop and think what I'm doing. Okay. So I need this. I'm hesitating because I don't want this to be too chunky, so I'm trying to think through that. Okay, and I'm going to use this. I feel like this is too chunky. I'm just going to use this. Okay, and it needs to be big enough to hold this. And then I'm going to cover this up. And this is going to be a tag. We're going to put just a little piece of paper on the back to make sure it's got plenty of room to write on. I do it this way because I don't measure, so that just makes it easy for me, and hopefully faster, especially for when I'm doing live stream, so it's not boring to watch a process. Okay, there's my tag. Now, this is going to be my journal card. And the prompt for this one is tag, and I'm going to make what I call a hidden tag. Okay. So we'll cut this right about here. Monday after a big holiday. Yeah, they want you, April. Okay, so now I just want to tidy this up. Not going to do it that way. Okay, that looks pretty straight. So now I'm going to take this and I'm going to glue all around the edges. But I'm doing this a little bit differently than what I've done before, so I have to pause for a moment and think this through. For now, I'm just going to glue around these edges. Usually I glue around all the edges for this hidden journaling spot type thing. But my plan, glue, I need a wipe. My plan is for this part here, okay, this is something that really has to be thought out. I probably should have done a prototype. So this is going to stick out like this. And then I'm going to cut right there. No. I'm going to cut right there. Where'd it go? Okay, that's my front. This is my front. I'm gonna put a little, well, I already have a little dot there. That's my front. This goes in here like that. Just looking to see if it's got equal distance on both sides. And trying to think, oh, I wanted it down far enough so that some of the print would show. Okay, that's good. Equal distance looks good. Now, ideally, this is not going to be perfect the first try because I didn't design this before I turned the camera on. But, so the writing space is right there, okay? And this all gets glued shut because this is all part of the journal card. Or it could be a hidden pocket. I'm thinking just a journal card for this. It's technically, it's called a hidden pocket. A pocket with a hidden writing space, I think it's what it technically is called. So now, this goes in here. And that matches up usually just fine. When it's a little tighter, it fits a little bit better. So now we're just going to decorate this. I'm just grabbing what's handy. What else do I got to decorate with? How about grab some stuff. Now I don't want to go all the way up. Normally I would have, but the way I put this together, I kind of put the cart before the horse. Hold still, Theresa. Ooh, almost, but no cigar. Where'd that terrible word go? All right, then we have to do this piece real quick. I think I'm just going to make it easy and do one piece. and I really don't want all that black. I'm doing this to mark where I'm going to tear it on the other side. There's a method to my madness. What do you always say, April? Don't follow me because I don't know what the hell I'm doing. That's her words. Hi, Carrie. I hope you have a great Monday too, and drive safe. Okay, what am I doing? Wait, where is it? It's right here. These are always so hard for me to get open. Ugh. Okay, so that fits on there like that. I feel like something's poking up here. Now it's kind of big, so this would be for like probably a tall journal and one that has big pages. But I think I went big because I was developing it as I was going. So if I were to do this again, I would probably, for my taste, make this smaller. So then I would want to jazz it up a bit. No, I want it bigger. Okay, so now I want a piece of this. Would I rather have this? No, we'll use this. Yep, that'll be fun. So because you're just listening, Carrie, if you didn't see the chat, April did say hey to you and safe trip. No response needed. You're driving. And she's like, no response is coming. I'm driving. I want that tighten up. There we go. Try not to use my brutal strength because I don't want to rip the tag. Okay, now we need a focal point. Whoops. Where'd it go? Oh my gosh, where did I put them? I just got those new stickers. They should be in this basket. Oh wait. Oh, that's where they're at. Oh, I'm having troubles reaching them. That wasn't smart to put them over there. Oh, okay. I really like this washi tape thing. Problem is there's only, well, there's two because there's two books. A Merry Little Christmas. A Merry Little Christmas. But I want something right in the middle there. Oops, this is the second one. I don't want the second one. I might give that away for a gift. Oh, fudge. Ugh. So I'm thinking about that one right there. Just do it, Theresa. Just do it. Okay, so we're going to do that right there. And then we're going to put this down. Like that. I was afraid that when I was reaching over to try and get that, I was going to hit something on my iPad and mess up my video, and I did. Good gracious, what did I do? I don't want that one. Okay, phew, fixed it. I know, that was me. When I reached over to get, so that's my hanging thing, which is where the books were, and my Switcher Studio has the ability to have different assets, and you can do different things like that. So I accidentally bumped it when I was bending over. And then when I finally looked up at the screen, I was like, ah, that's not supposed to be there. It was just a test to see if you were paying attention. Good job. You passed, by the way. Okay, now I feel like it needs just a tiny bit more. See, you had all that testing last week, so it just must have conditioned you for the Theresa test, the Theresa blooper. Remember, I always say it's not one of my videos unless there's a blooper or I'm controversial or both. Now I'm going to grab my splatter box and I'm going to wrap this up. That away, that away. Glue page away. Scrap. Trash. Cover the glues. Whoa, bent my pen. Hate when I do that. Fix it later. Now I need my splatter box. And I'm gonna do some gold. Do I want to do it on the whole thing? Yes. Okay. Now that I know that, where's my gold at? Not that. Whoops. This is just handy, so I'm going to use this one. And I'm going to try one of my new fan brushes to see if I like them for splatter or not. I had one that I just loved, and the handle broke. And I can't for the life of, oh, it came in a set. And I didn't want to buy the set over again. Okay, that should be enough. Don't want to waste that. Oh yeah. Why does it come back? And at least it's coming back and not going on my monitor. I'm glad I got a house dress on today. Okay, that's good. Don't get carried away. And because I got gold all over my arm. And on my desk. Okay, let's see what this looks like. okay. I don't know if that's totally dry, but this is what I've got for tag. And the other thing that I did is disappeared. Oh yeah, it's in my book. Ooh, this would look good with gold splatter on it too. Squirrel. Where'd it go? Right there. So we've got a cluster with hole punches, and then we've got what I'm calling a hidden tag with a writing spot. And I probably would do something more with that writing spot on the back too. And I always like to round the bottom corners. Of my tags. Needs more glue. Yeah, it needs more glue. Stay open. There we go. So if you put that in a journal like that, all lined up, and then somebody were to get a journal like that, then they'd look at that and they go, oh, okay, that looks good. But not everybody would think to pull that and see that that's a hidden tag. Anyways, that's what I've got for you today. So I've got to go watch the Louisa Heinzel video and watch some Crafty Christmas videos, Terry's Crafty Christmas, and I did a lot of work. Is that dry? Yeah, it's dry. Last night on my journal for Crafty Christmas. See, I was going to do this one. Hang on. I was going to do this one. And I did do this one. I'm still trying to figure out how to do that closure. I think I want a pin there instead of a paper clip. But I had this little angel from somewhere and finally found a way to use it. See, this paper clip idea is not very logical. I used some of that new taperology stuff, but I wanted to use this piece of scrap that was torn down here and try and like incorporate it into everything. And I didn't do too bad, but I'm not real happy with it. And so we have an up top here and some notes to myself of what else I want to do. And that doesn't come out. That's just to hide the inside of the journal. And this is a envelope that I made out of scraps. Part of my scrap busting yesterday. Put that back. But this is coming along. But I gave this up very quickly last night because something else presented itself. And I'm trying to remember. Okay, so Sweet Pea Papers, the admin for Sweet Pea Papers is Terry, I don't know what Terry's last name is. Oh, Sandra just popped in. Hi, Theresa and friends. I'm at the post office right now mailing out all the blind bag challenges to friends without YouTube channels. Seen this while standing in line and thought I would say hi. I don't have any sound on either because I'm standing in line at the post office, but giving a thumbs up as well. Well, thumbs up to you too, Sandra. Anyways, Terry's Crafty Christmas, I'll fool with that later, is Sweet Pea Papers, and she's got several other groups too. And let's see. So it's a collaboration, and she has 40 collaborators, 55 YouTube videos, YouTube giveaway, Facebook giveaway, weekly freebies, and weekly challenges. So anyways, I'll be working on that in the upcoming days. And then I'm doing Defember Ember, and I just finished 50 stack challenge, and I've got that done until next Monday because it's every Monday. So that's what I've bitten off to chew for December. If you need any more information about that, feel free to reach out. I'll be happy to answer any other questions. And I hope to see you in the next video or live stream. Thanks.